like everybody else is. Keep on keeping on. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm trying to do. Life goes on. Whether you're in touch with family members or not, whatever your situation is, life goes on. Developed a new family. And yes, they are. These kids show respect for me. He's going to go to school. He comes up to me, grabs my hand, and does the honor thing, you know. He lets me know that he's going to school. He respects me. On Father's Day, they said, Happy Father's Day to me. You know what that means to me? That means a lot. Don't tell me I don't have family out here. I most certainly do. Even though certain family members of mine will choose not to be in my life, that's okay. That's okay. As long as you made an effort to be in their life, it doesn't have to be reciprocal. But you got to be the better person. You got to make your efforts. If it don't work, it don't work. You accept what is. It's their loss. That's the way I look at it. It's their loss. I've always looked at it that way. It's their loss, not mine. Anyway, this has been a great session this morning. I've had fun doing this show. Finished my tea, and I got to get a little exercise in and take a shower. And I don't know, I got to find something to eat. What should I have today, guys? A couple of eggs for protein. I got to keep the protein up. And that's an important thing you do. You got to keep that protein coming in. It's really vital. Remember, Kevin, your legs, it supports that big body of yours. That goes to Big E and everybody else who's extremely overweight. And I don't say this, Big E, Eric, or Kevin, or anybody else, as an insult. I really don't. You may think in your sick minds that I'm saying that as an insult, but I'm really not. I can't see how anybody gets to that weight and doesn't do anything about it. I just don't understand. It's one thing, you know, living the life and all that. You got the money to go eat out at fancy restaurants, but you shove your face with all this unhealthy food, and you're doing this to yourself. I'm not doing that to you. If you fit the billing of what we're talking about, if you're really obese, I'm not doing that to you. How am I doing that? It's impossible. I don't tell you what to eat. I don't tell you what to do with your life. You got to do that for yourself. Who cares if you got a harem, you got money, and you're having 5-star dinners at the fucking Ritz or something, or the Hilton, trying to impress people? I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I still rather be me than you. I don't care about how much money you have. And when you have to go out and try to impress people, look at me, I'm eating 5-star. I don't give a shit. It's what you're eating. It's how much you're eating. You're not impressing me. And you never will. And you never will. That's my point. I'm never going to be fat. I'm never going to be obese. I got a full head of hair. Don't have to hide it with a hat. Any wrinkle on my face, and there really isn't that many wrinkles, really. I've earned them. I've earned them. Because I managed to live to 40, managed to live to 50, managed to live to 60, and I managed to live to 70 and above. That's quite an accomplishment in this world. If you can do that. If you can do that. Will you live to be 71, Kev, or anybody else? I'm doubting it. Sorry, but I'm doubting it. Unless you change your lifestyle, you still might have a chance, but I hate to say it, but it's coming from truth. If you've been bearing that weight for a good large part of your life, the damage is already done, but you don't have to make it worse, is what I'm saying. The damage is already done. There's damage done already to your heart and everything else. It's done. Over with. That's it. You can't change history. You can't change your previous lifestyle, but you can improve upon your current lifestyle. Yes, you can. And that could be a saving point to you of extending your life a couple of more years. I wouldn't say you've got this incredible longevity going for you, but you could live another couple of years. But don't try to, impress me by going for a short walk and saying, see, you got to get out of the house. You can't stay in the house. You got to live life. Well, yeah, exactly, Kevin. Follow what you just said on your show. It's an oxymoron or something, because you don't do those things. If you're telling people, see, you got to get out there and enjoy life, but you don't get out there and enjoy life. You just made that little video to impress me. Impress yourself, not me, Kevin. Impress yourself. My God, Magnum, that's my show.
All right. I hope everybody had a good Father's Day last weekend. I know I did. All right. Welcome to the live chat. Welcome to the live chat. Who do we got here? We got Don C., Chris Cato, Mike Luna. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Bello. Gilda had no respect or love for him to leave his toenails in such bad condition. Yeah. Happy belated Father's Day to you all, dads. Yeah, all the good dads out there, happy Father's Day. And I hope things are going good for you. I know they're going good for me. I'm pretty happy camper these days. Uh, you know, I cut in at the end of his show, and of course, he has to get a dig in on old Popeye. I wear khaki pants. I let the old man in. Dude. Is his hate that epic that he has to make up stories about people? Hey? You know, this is the way I look at it. And the live chat is correct. 70 is not a milestone by any stretch of the imagination. Okay? It's not. Right? But this is what I do know. Every human being has an expiration date. It doesn't matter what you do. It's written in the book when you will die. And only God knows when you will die. Okay? You can run through life taking vitamins, running to the gym. You can join that race where, to keep your body in shape. And that's fine. I have nothing against that. Go for it. All right. But there's one thing I do know. Your expiration date is written in the book. God knows when you're going to die. All right. And I'm not here to give you, what do you call it, advice on how to take care of your body. Because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I don't know jack shit about it. But I do know one thing. One thing only. I do things in moderation. That's just the type of human being I am. Simple. Moderation. Right? And I think the hypocrisy is right up to my fucking nose when this guy is coming on telling you what kind of vitamins to take, uh, what you should or shouldn't be doing. He has no right to do that, right? And anybody who listens to him and takes his advice, I feel sorry for you. The only advice I'm going to take about my health is from a doctor, my actual doctor. Plain and simple. That's right, Chris, an MD. That's all. I don't trust some guy who's on YouTube. I mean, look at this guy. He takes Xanax. He takes Lexapro. He smokes at least a pack a day. You really want to take health advice from a guy like that? Think again. Not me. Not me. That's why I didn't cut into his show until I knew it was almost over. Right? But he uses these things against people he hates. He hates Kevin. He hates Don C. He hates Flying Circus. He hates, you know, Nico. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. It really does. Okay. You mean a guy who can stack a salmon can 10 high is not an expert in everything? This is a guy who has no credentials in anything, no certificates, no college degree. Hey, this is a guy that sits up here and complains about being on hold departure. Okay. And he's doing the hobgoblin thing. Well, it's just administrative. Okay. Dude, you're on hold departure. And I have to say, you're an overstayer on top of it. Right? And dude, it's over for you. It's over. All anybody has to do now is sit back and wait. You guys don't have to do a fucking thing. Nothing. He's on hold departure and he's an overstayer. And yes, Chris Cato, you are correct. He's still hating dead men. Okay? Dead men like Fazio. My lord. My lord, he got so upset about Fazio. Just totally upset. I mean, yeah, did Fazio stick it up his ass? He sure did. Did Frank deserve it? He sure did. Okay. But you know what? I watch Fazio in the Philippine genre, and Fazio entertained people. He's a bit of a crackpot. Okay. And he made me laugh. And yeah, sure, there was many times that Fazio come out against me because I told him the earth is round. Okay. And Fazio used that, called me all kinds of names. I laugh like hell, man. Fazio was a showman to bring the money in. That's who Fazio was. You can't, you cannot blame Fazio for not doing that. Fazio needed and wanted money, and he got it. He entertained you all. Okay? He wasn't out to be vicious And the only time he got real serious is with Frank. Because we all know Frank is a pedophile. We all know that. I could say that because I'm in America and I'm standing on American soil. I don't have to worry about calling him a pedophile. I don't have to worry about telling you the fucking truth. Because if you let a 8-year-old boy sit on your lap and you sing to him a song about another man's fucking penis, you're grooming an 8-year-old boy. And that, my good man, is pedophilia behavior in my book. So I dare anybody to tell me I'm wrong. You've all heard it, right? Y'all heard it. Frank is the reason they put instructions on the back of shampoo bottles. And every day this guy sits in Philippines. He accuses people of this, he accuses people of that, right? And it's all false. It's all cyber liable because he's in Philippines. He's breaking Philippine law. See, I don't break Philippine law. I'm sitting here in America. And that upsets him every time I call him a pedophile. And he's just going to have to live with it till the day he dies. Hey? This guy doxes people, makes up stories about people. He does it to everybody he disagrees with or he hates. I mean, it's unreal. It's totally unreal. As nutty as he was, he was dead on with Frank. Yeah, exactly, Chris. He was dead on with Frank. You know, 8 is still a little child. Exactly. Exactly. All right. And this guy, hey, Nico, good to see you, buddy. This guy, what is he doing now? Father's Day has come and gone. He's come out and said such atrocious things about his daughter. What person in this God loving world does something like that? My God. You even show hate on your own daughter. Eh? I mean, have you no shame whatsoever? Haven't you even the slightest bit of a conscience? Are you that void of empathy? I mean, the depths you go to sink so low. I need the Hubble telescope to fucking see you. That's how low you go. John S., welcome in. and, and dude, I would never talk about a family member on my show in that fashion, even if it was true. Right? There's such a thing in this world as decorum. There's such a thing in this world called civility. Right? And what it is Father's Day come up, everybody, all the good fathers are celebrating, and he feels left out. So what does he do? He lashes out on his own daughter. I mean, no class, no decency. You are 100% Chris Cato. 100%. You are spot on. And it's sickening. And what did he do? He spent the whole weekend on YouTube. Does a father do that? Spend the whole weekend on YouTube? I think not. I spent the whole weekend in different restaurants, at the casino, having a great time with my daughters. They gave me some really nice t-shirts and a cool mug, you know? And the thing that I really appreciated about my kids is they wanted to spend time with me. And I always tell them, I don't need gifts. Let's go to dinner. Let's shoot the shinola. Let's go see a movie like the old days when you guys were kids. You know? That's what you do. That's family bonding with real family. And it's just sad. And then out of spite, well, I got a new family now. You got a new family? It's not your family. You got a girlfriend that is a nurstitute. She nurses you and she fucks you. A nurstitute. That's what you got. 1700 win dinner on Popeye. Yeah, I had a really good weekend, man. I just had a great time, and it wasn't a time to be on here. Okay, it was a time to spend with real family, not my bot family, as Frank has. I mean, how sad is it? You go out and buy a family, and the girl you're hooking up with is actually still married. I mean, come on. That's the longest running joke on YouTube. He's everything expats tell you not to fucking do. Okay? Straight up, man. Straight up. I mean, this guy is a joke. And I mean, I feel bad for him. I mean, it's like I want to break out an elephant gun and put him down like you'd put down a fucking mangy dog that you can't save. Really. Uh, no, same shit another day. Similar Kron, welcome in, buddy. And you know, a lot of you guys out there, I know, just regular guys. You take care of your family, you do your business. You know, you're not out there saying stupid shit. I mean, and it leads me back to this guy who's nothing but a total narcissist. That he'll never change his ways. He'll die that way. He'll die he'll go to his grave cursing everybody. He really will. I can guarantee, uh, I can guarantee it. When he's on his deathbed, he'll be cursing everybody. I resent that. I say all kinds of BS. Yeah, there's BS and then there's just straight up stupid shit. And if you want that straight up stupid shit, go listen to Frank for a while. Frank is still the love channel, I see. But, you know, and what was it? week and a half ago, he quit. That's it. And here we go again. We're back. He's back. He's the most ungrateful lowlife in existence. Without a doubt. He needs a cruise on the Love Boat. Yeah, he does. He does need a cruise on the Love Boat. But guys, I mean, just look at it this way. To sum it up, he's on hold departure. He's an overstayer. The bills are racking up. And I could hear it in his voice tonight when he was complaining about Shah. Okay? And dude, he got what he deserved. There are so many people telling him to stop. You're going to get yourself in trouble. But, I have to keep going. I have to show them it's the principle of thing. This guy is no better than Barry. Okay? Barry just kept pushing the button. Right? And everybody kept telling him, stop. And where did Barry end up? Hey, he ended up in a Philippine jail. Frank keeps going. Everybody's telling him, stop, Frank. But as you can see, there are people in his live chat that egg him on. Okay? And so they love the drama. And Frank's going to keep going. Doesn't matter. Jesus Christ could come down off the cross and tell Frank to stop, and he wouldn't. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put out the link. Okay? And if anybody would like to come on, you're more than welcome. Okay? Have your say so. All right? So there's the link. And if you would like to come up and have a little chit chat, you're more than welcome. Frank is that guy who will look at Jesus and say he was wrong and he knows more. Yeah, Chris, I can't argue with you. I can't argue with you one iota there. That is the honest to God truth. That is the honest to God truth. It is what it is. There ain't much you can do. All right, go lay down, little boy. Go ahead. You got enough. Go ahead, go lay down. All right, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's with deep regret and honest interest that I introduce you to I'm your fucking Huckleberry.
I love that. It's with deepest regrets. I want to know why you haven't spoken about the 3 freaking machines that you robbed at the casino and sent me that picture with the freaking $100 bills and saying, don't you wish you had a Father's Day like mine? Guys, you don't understand. He's like, don't say that, man. He wanted at 3 different machines, right? I don't know which machines. And he couldn't help but be like, don't you wish you had a... Hey. Hold on. Let me throw these little dudes out. I know it's my fault. And I hope everybody had a great Father's Day weekend, but he's not telling me.
I'll tell you why, Nico. That was just from me to you a personal news.
Hell no. You didn't get none of those $100 bills, man. I'm ratting you out.
I just wanted to rub your nose in it, man, personally. I didn't want to make it public.
And let me tell you guys, he kept telling me right before he left, like, yo, I got to let you go. I got things to do. Family's coming by. And he goes, we're going to hit hopefully when we're going to hit the casino, hopefully I might actually get lucky. And all he could do, not even a test, say, hey, I got lucky, man. Everything worked out great. No, he had to say, don't you wish you had a Father's Day like mine? And with a fan of $100 bills. I was like, damn, I'd be happy with one. I would have kept it a secret. Who's watching Nico? Oh, my mother. My mother's watching my lawn. Because I abandon everything I touch or look at. So she took over.
Everything Nico touches turns to shit.
Everything.
So mommy took over.
Yeah, everything. He abandoned his kids, which they're here all the time. He abandoned his mother. She's here most of the time. He abandoned his everything. And you know something you said, Popeye. What kind of man talks of? That's the problem. There is no man. There is nothing in his heart and his soul but regret. And everything you do, everything I do, anything anybody does that is more than what he could ever have, because he had the opportunity to fix it. He still does, but he doesn't. He's investing in someone else's wife. And that Father's Day that he had, it wasn't for him. Nobody was sitting there saying, hey, Stank, how happy No. They were all saying, oh, daddy's home. That's what they're going to say after you're done with a toe tag on your shit. Now, they're going to say daddy's home.
Check this out. While he's excoriating and, metaphorically defecating all over his flesh and blood on YouTube, he's pronouncing what a great father he was to her.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta ask a very simple question here. If you could say all those things about your daughter, Frank, please tell me how that makes you a good father. Because if your daughter actually did all those things you said she did, then that just tells me you're a bad father and you didn't raise her right. Because there's one thing I know. My daughter talks to me with respect. I watch Nico's daughters talk to him with respect. My daughter doesn't do things like that. Both my daughters. And so if your daughter truly did that type of shit, then the blame is actually on you, Frank. You raised your daughter the wrong way. You had total control of her. You said you did everything. So if your daughter turns out to do shit like that, then that's on you. You're the bad father. It's kind of like I told Nico the other day. There are no bad dogs. There are only bad dog owners. And dude, you're actually a bad father if your daughter did all that shit, because it just didn't manifest from nowhere. She had to learn that type of behavior from somebody, and you were the only singular thing in her life. You raised her. So, dude, I can understand why Father's Day is such a contentious, sad, lonely day for you. And again, I feel sorry for you, Frank.
Chris, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it's like that. Because everything that Stank looks at in that family that is actually happy is not because of him. It's maybe because of the funding that he does. And all the time that he spends on YouTube, if he spent a quarter of that time trying to mend whatever he did wrong, because let me tell you something, Popeye's right. I believe 100%, and not every instant, not what Popeye in this, what I'm going to say is right, but in this situation, it is. Your children are a reflection of your failures, and as your daughter or your son grows up and they start practicing what you preached, and then he starts seeing how the other kids in Jimmy's family is growing up, how they're happy, how they're like, damn, I wish. Hey, Stank, maybe if you spend more time talking to your daughter and mending things with your daughter, it may take time. You actually may have something called a family. That way you may not die alone. And I trust me, she's not following you. She's not watching you, because half of us, if not all of us, make fun of you for the stupidity and just the repetitive nature that you have. And you think that's what she's proud of? Think about it. In one of my videos, interacting with my children is probably, it must kill you, because you had never had it. You gloat like she needed you. Well, dude, she sounds like she was better off without you. And then to sit there and say, I'm the best father in the world when you're trashing her, bro, I think sometimes you should look in the mirror or maybe do a video and then go through it and then wonder how stupid you sound and say, damn, why am I trashing her in one sentence and then gloating in another? Because it makes you feel good, dude. And you know what? I agree with Popeye. I also feel sorry for you, because if you think that is what makes Father of the Year, bro, then I know why you live in the miserable life that you will die as miserable as you live, bro. Lonely and alone, because you don't have anybody there, dude.
Dude, he's got one shot left. Okay? And dude, I personally could not go to my grave knowing that my daughters hated me.
No, me too.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
So, Frank, I'm telling you, if you want to save even a little piece of your soul, you will get in contact with your daughter and you will apologize and try to find common ground with her. And dude, just maybe if you acted like a decent human being when they kick you out of Philippines, you could go home to your real family and spend your later years getting to know your granddaughter. Right? I'm saying this not to hurt you. This is fact, not fiction. This is real life. You're fucking up hard, man. You're spending all your fucking time on YouTube complaining about trolls, complaining about this dipshit, that dipshit, fucking trying to guess when somebody's gonna fucking die. When you have a real family that you can reach out to and ask for forgiveness. Not only do you have to ask for forgiveness, Frank, you also have to show kindness. You have to show that you want to be in their life. You want to enjoy their company. You have to repent. You have to stop with this foolish fighting with everybody you meet. Right? You really need to learn how to enjoy your golden years. What are you doing in your golden years? You're fighting with everybody. I mean, dude, when you pass on, your soul is going to be so angry. It's going to be stuck here on Earth. It's true.
Listen, I agree. Just like he's stuck in that island because he knows he can't get out of it because he's already invested in it.
Yeah.
He's not getting nothing out of it. Bro, I'm gonna take the high road, Stank, because none of this, let me just tell you, if there's even a minute chance that you can actually talk to your daughter there, Stank, talk to her, man. Try to mend it, even if it is hello. You don't have to start off by trying to be the superhero. Like I would talk to you if you just tell me, because that's what you'll do. Tell me that I'm the best father, so you can feel good, bro. You're 70 plus years. You're almost dead. You think your daughter owes you shit? No. Everything that you ever had is all gone the day she was born. It should have been all about her. Good, bad, and the ugly. Talk to her, dude. Talk to her, even if it is just on email. Grow.
Dude,
Maybe
that's the best fatherly advice me and Nico can give you.
yeah.
Mend the fence with your daughter, go home, enjoy your golden years with your daughter and your granddaughter. Hey, get the fuck off YouTube, you know? But there's something inside of me that says, I don't think he's gonna listen. He's just gonna get pissed and say all kinds of nasty shit about us, Nico.
Oh, and it's gonna be okay. You know why? Because after we get off of this, and I was saying this to John, we and John were talking because I didn't know you were live, so I did a show, and I told him, and I told him, misery loves it, and a lot of these people have nothing left here because they abandoned it, and then they go to the Philippines or they go to Asia, they go to these countries, and the only material they'll ever have is Popeye. Look at him faking that love that he has with his children, Nico and his fucking lawn, and Ricky, and I hope he that, bro.
You know what's so funny? The way he talks about you, me, Don C, a lot of people. He talks so intimately about our lives like he was actually there, but he wasn't, you know? But he wasn't.
And he'll tell you you're lying, but guys, listen to his voice. Listen to what he says. Everything he says about Popeye and me and Don C and all of you that he talks about. Listen to the passion. Like, dude, it's like he's living it. You know what I mean? And he does through all of you. And listen, I said to John today, those that are equal to you and above you are never going to bring you down. It's those that are beneath you that talk shit about you. So they're lesser than you. So don't stress it. Don't sweat it. Just move on. And again, Stank, I'm telling you, talk to your kid, man. You don't understand the beauty in having your granddaughter and thinking that all that you thought that was rotted, all that shit that you are rotted inside of you, maybe it's like the fucking Grinch, and a bead of light might actually get you to smile and
get
says,
to
I don't
see
know why
his
I
heart
wasted.
grow 10 times bigger.
Bro, and have a smile of actual love, not abandoning and talking shit about everything he touches, and actually hold his granddaughter and say, I may only have 10 or 15 years. I want to at least, and if you fucked up, bro, talking about your daughter isn't going to fucking make you better. Maybe in your granddaughter, you can probably, which we all do, we build on what we didn't know then and build a better future for our grandchildren. But you don't. You'd rather invest in people that don't even talk to you, bro. 90% of the Filipinos that are around you don't even sit there and have a conversation with you. But you think everybody loves you? They love what you provide financially, but you don't even talk nice about your daughter. Maybe you could do better with your granddaughter, dude. Try that for a change.
One thing I learned about Philippine culture is they're a big on family. Okay. And Frank, you're really not part of the family. You're the family's benefactor. Right? And I know it's going to be a hard pill to swallow. I know it's not a Xanax or a Lexapro, but you need to swallow this pill. The only time they're happy is when you fork over whatever money you give them.
Every month.
Every month. Dude, I can guarantee you she still loves Jimmy. She loves her children. Okay? You are not part of that family. But Frank, you have a family in the United States. You could go back and mend that fence.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you're on YouTube saying, "This is my family now. Fuck my other family."
Wow, that sounds like abandonment,
That's
doesn't
a
it, Papa?
that's a real great dad there,
Mhm.
man. I'll
That's
tell
a
you.
man that doesn't abandon his family, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I wonder why that sounds
are
familiar,
you
Papa.
gonna abandon them, or are
Hmm.
you gonna
Step
mend
up to the
the
plate.
fence? Are you gonna step up?
Hmm.
Are you gonna man up and take the L and say, "I was wrong. Let's fix this. Let's get along. I'd love to know my granddaughter." Do
Yep.
you know what a bridge your granddaughter could be between you and your daughter?
Yep.
Eh?
Hmm.
I
And
mean,
I'll bet you, Popeye, it'll be the first time he will actually feel something if he actually did it for that baby and his daughter. If he actually did
you
it
know,
besides anybody else and himself, it would be a total 360 for him.
I honestly I can't go a day without talking to one of my daughters. You know, ring them up on the phone. I even ring the other one up on the phone while she's working. I said, "What are you doing? You're earning money?" I give her a little bit of hell, you know.
Dude, yesterday my
Uh,
daughter was here. What she say, Dad? You freaking irritate me. I said, well, I'll be in my office when you feel better. Dude, it's such a love-hate relationship. But you know what? At the end, when I'm laying and they're
uh,
gonna put a toe tag on me, guess who's gonna be holding my hand and loving and crying? And my family, man. Good and bad. They're gonna be
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And that's what we wish for you.
I mean,
Dude.
you're always see what Frank doesn't understand. I think when his daughter come of age, she wanted to do what she wanted to do. And I mean, you have to let the bird out of the nest,
Mhm.
okay? And you can't hold them back. You can't keep them home forever. They move out, they get married. Sometimes they come back. They're like a boomerang,
They
you
fuck
know?
up. They do good. They fuck up. They make you
Yeah,
angry. They make
yeah.
you happy. They make you sad, man.
And in their adult years, you're the one that's supposed to be guiding them with
Uh-huh.
wisdom, with life lessons, not punishment, not silence, not fucking degrading them. Hey, I mean, because think about it. When you're in your 20s, how many mistakes did you make?
Me? I was Santa
Not
Claus.
you. I'm talking to him. I know your mistakes. You're a walking fucking
I'm a
mistake. But
walking
I love you anyway, brother.
I'm a
I love
wreck.
you anyway. You know, and we all make mistakes when we're young, and our parents guide us and say, "Why don't you try it this way? Why don't you try
Mhm.
it that way?"
Yep.
You know, and you learn from your mistakes when you're a young adult, also. But yet, you didn't give any of that to her. So, how can you say you're a good father? I mean, give me a fucking
Dude,
break.
and then for her to keep her daughter away, usually there's a barrier between father and son, son and mother. But they
Yeah,
usually say, "Hey, I still want you to be." No, dude, nothing to do with them. So I don't think the problem was mainly her. We already know the problem wasn't her, but she's not perfect. But she deserves to protect herself from whatever the hell she feels. But it's
dude.
up to
There's
us as
one
father.
thing I know. If you go to your child and you say, "Hey, I made a mistake.
Uh-huh.
I want to fix this." I'm going to tell you what that child's going to do. 9 times out of 10, that child's going to say, "Yeah, I made mistakes too."
Mm-hmm.
And then bang, what are you going to do? You're going to find common ground.
Yep.
Okay. And Frank, I really want you to think about it. You have a chance to get your daughter and your granddaughter. Are you going to discard them like they were yesterday's news? Please let me know.
Yeah. Are you going to abandon them any further?
Huh?
Because that's what
I
you've
mean,
done.
you sure as hell will point the finger at guys like Nico, fucking dipshit travel. Who else? Big Kevin. You point the finger at all these guys. You don't even know them. You've never been in their lives. And you say they abandon their children, they're bad fathers. You know, I, I I don't know where you get your information from, but you never show any receipts on this.
No, 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 no.
I don't see any court cases where a father beat his wife or beat his children. But I do have a video of a father with somebody's 8-year-old boy on their lap singing about another man's penis. I got that.
Gypsy's on point. Gypsy, I was just thinking that. Even Ricky, as bad as he talks about him, and they have fun with each other, but Ricky at least twice a year visits his family, his children, everything. He still does it twice a year, if not more.
Yeah.
So
I did.
can you meet that challenge, Tank? Can you challenge yourself enough to put your just let me be nice.
See, what I'm trying to do here, Nico, is I'm trying to get him motivated to go to his family and apologize. I'm not here to really egg him on tonight,
Yeah.
as per se, or stick it in his ass, even though it's a lot of fun to stick it in his ass because he deserves it. Okay.
No. Yeah.
And because, dude, it is so sinful
Mm-hmm.
to treat your children that way and talk about your children that way. I don't care if it's true or not. You shouldn't be coming out on a public forum speaking of your children in that fucking manner.
Yeah.
That is the most shameful thing I have ever seen anybody do on YouTube. You really take the fucking cake.
I've never seen that, Popeye. I've never heard or seen something like that. I like, all jokes aside, everybody. I told Popeye, I said, "Do you think that's real?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, "I don't know how any father could, in its hatred, he could hear it. It's hate. Like, how do you hate your kid that much to put their shit on blast and act like you did nothing wrong, and just sit there and be like, bah, just do it." It's like he was throwing so many rights out of the shoe. That poor girl was probably begging for a left.
Yeah, she looked like Rocky at the end of the fight.
For real. And then at the end, he wants to act like his fucking ass is clean. But bro, just me and Popeye mentioning to you, dude, talk to her, send her a message, be a part of your group. Says a lot, bro. It says a lot. I don't have to give a shit about you, dude. I could still wish you had a toe tag on your foot and just on the slab.
Oh,
But
dude,
you know what?
speaking of toe tags, he's never gotten over me saying that Mike Kaysen is gonna fucking be wearing a toe tag. Okay. And which he took that out of context. If you go to the Riff Raff radio show, I said clearly Mike Kaysen needs to go home. He needs to have heart surgery. If he does not, he's going to end up with a toe tag. And all of a sudden, I'm the villain because I said he was going to end up with a toe tag. But here's something else he won't tell you. Mike Kaysen, what did he do? He kept taking his medication. He had no Medicare. He forgo Medicare. Told them he didn't want it. Okay? Went off to the Philippines, drinking different women, taking the medication, and finally the guy flamed out. Hey,
Scammed everybody for like
he's scared.
35,000 plus.
35K and a
Bro,
car.
I can't even get 3,500 out you bitches, and you're gonna be out there 35 fucking thousand.
You know, and that's why I called him the Golden Heart. But he's no longer the Golden Heart, man. He's the toe tag heart.
Yeah. Hey, Simulacron, I gotta tell you, a part of me thinks nine out of 10 of me right now feels what you feel. But that one part of being a dad just says to me, at least, throw it out there. But sometimes it's true. You could do more damage than good. And maybe she may be better off. But some part of me just says, at least maybe it might make a difference in his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
but I have to look at it this way.
Yeah.
Well, I just read what Simulacron just said, and he could be right, but I'm not going to play social worker. Okay, I'm just going to say, you need to apologize to your daughter. Hey, y'all need to find some common ground.
Hmm.
I'm not saying, and this is something that's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. And
I'm like you, Popeye. I could not go to my deathbed or into death knowing that I just can't, bro. I can't.
yeah, and this is a process. I mean, because I'll tell you, Simulacron, there is so much damage between these two that we don't know of.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel my advice is solid.
Oh no, I respect that. I agree. I respect that. I think you're a little too freaking gullible, you little bitch.
Well,
but
dude, you're the one sitting up here. Oh, Popeye, I could not go to my deathbed if I knew my daughter hated me. Oh,
hey, listen, I'm a bitch at heart for my kids. I'll be the first one to be like,
dude, you got so much estrogen flowing through you. I gotta check see if you have a vagina. Okay.
Hey, you know what I did this morning? I was taking a shower and I could have swore I flicked a vagina and not fucking a ball sack.
Did you use some fucking Massengill, hopefully?
Dude, you know what? I was actually thought it was body wash. I thought it was body wash and used Massengill.
Oh, that's funny as fuck.
I still want a couple of them $100 bills. Stop changing the fucking subject, bro. They were crispy too, man. I'm so mad at him, man. Fucking hating on him, bro. All them crispy. They were crispy.
Dude, you know where I spend most of that money?
Yeah, I know. I heard what you did for your daughter and the other daughter. And yeah, I know. I don't know what you did exactly, but I heard you rubbing it in a little bit later. Yeah. Guys, he's like, dude, the only thing I got out of the whole deal, Nico, all that money, was a T-bone steak and mashed potatoes. And I said, what else? He goes, oh, I bought my daughter this. He got but I'm not going to tell you how big his family is. I'm just say this and this and this. I said, bro, you couldn't have just fucking put a 200 in an envelope and send it to me? He goes, no. He had no problem. Dude, nothing.
Hey, family first, forever and always.
I don't know. When it comes to money, I put my family last. The hell no, man. Dude, those hundreds look too crispy to just give them. No, you did the right thing, dude. You were out with your family when you won it. So it was just fair. Guys, and he took his daughters there in the Hard Rock Cafe to one of these shopping things, bro. I don't know what he bought, but he was rubbing it in. He goes, oh, and then we stopped in. My daughters looked at something in the glass casing, and I was like, well, I got free money. It wasn't free. He won more than he spent, but now all that money went into probably like I don't want to assume not purses or anything because I don't know what he bought. But when he left, he said, I still got my T-bone. Couldn't wait to rub that in, my T-bone and my mashed potatoes. I said, yeah, bastard. See, that's what I'm talking about. You see how it is, guys? Good or bad, man? We're still fathers.
I think 4th of July, I'm gonna go to the Hard Rock. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have Gene go out and buy me some khaki pants, some black fucking socks that go up to my fucking knees, right? and some orthopedic shoes, right? And make sure the belt line comes up over my
The belly
navel.
button.
Yeah,
Oh, the
over
belt,
my
like yeah. You're
belly
talking about
button.
the socks, yeah.
Uh, and so you could see the black socks, okay? And walk around the casino and have the girls film me live,
That's my dad. Look at him, looking like a fucking Trader Joe's.
dude, dude. If
Mm-mm.
I ever went out of the house with or without my daughters, dressed in such a manner that the bad father, Frank Battaglia, describes me as, I would never hear the end of it from my daughters. They were like, dude, what are people going to think? They're going to think we're not taking care of our old people. Get your ass back in the house.
Dude, my daughters, they pick up my shirts and I'm like, I look good. She goes, yeah, but no, you can pick that other one that makes you look better. Dude, my daughters do the same thing. No, wear the polo. No, change those shoes to the other shoes. I'm like, but they match. She's like, yeah, but I like the way the other ones look at you, because I want other people to look at you even better. I was like, okay. So, dude, they never let me out of the house. But see, Popeye, that's the biggest key factor is that word. In order to speak about fathers, you had to be one. And just because you have you give yourself an entitled word doesn't make you one. So
anybody can make a baby,
but
can they be a father?
They can call themselves whatever they want. I can call myself the governor of Florida. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it true.
Oh, and when he told that story about Hawaii, that's the umpteenth million time, and she left me on my birthday. Dude, let me tell you what embodies a good father. A good father does not put his child in a position where she feels obligated. Number one. Number two, what 18-year-old wants to be around their dad 24/7? I have no fucking idea. Right? I mean, when I turned 18, I was out of the house. I went out, make my way in the world. I didn't live in the basement. Not like today's generation who lives in the fucking basement. I went out and made my way in the world. Your daughter was in love with somebody at the time. And I know that word love is a foreign concept to your fucking hating old ass. I know. I know you don't know the meaning of that word love. But a true loving father would have said, all right, have a piece of cake with me, kid, and then you can shove off. And I want to thank you for your time. And you know something? That's what fathers do. They always sacrifice for their children. Always. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Right? You, my man, are fucking selfish. And if you want to be in a relationship with your real blood family, you have to stop being selfish. Okay?
Well, another thing that I noticed, Popeye, is also the biggest thing that I noticed is the fact that everything is everybody else's fault but his own.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
She did this. No.
He does all the shitty things and then turns around and says, I'm the victim in all of it.
Or he'll say, you know what I heard him say? What am I supposed to do? Let her drag me down and not be happy. Did you ever think that she was not the one being happy, that it was your job to protect her? It was your job to help her grow. It wasn't her job. It was yours. And then what is she supposed to sit there and take the abuse? Is she supposed to sit there and say, it's my dad, that's okay? No. She stood up for herself, and you didn't like it because you couldn't control it. Just like you try to control YouTube, like you try to control families that are not yours. Then you try to control shit that happened in Hawaii. This is a reoccurring thing for you. And then you're the victim, and then the victim trashes the real victim. That's a beautiful thing. Because let me tell you, a real father would have just shut his mouth and say, yo, me and my daughter ain't talking, and that's just how I'm going to leave it. No. It has to be about stank first, stank second, and stank last. Well, guess what? The door's open, man. Send a message to your daughter and fix that grandchild thing, man. Let her see you. Let her be a part of it, man. We'll see. You ain't going to take up that challenge. You know why? Because it makes you look
and
good.
Here, look at this. What did his granddaughter ever do to him? Nothing.
Nothing.
Your granddaughter doesn't even know you. Again, you're abandoning somebody that's never done a fucking thing to you. You're abandoning real family because of the hate for your own daughter, where you could just simply apologize, start having small conversations with her, and start mending the fences. And, dude, there's no greater joy in the world than hanging out with a grandchild.
Yo, for real. Oh,
Hey?
it's such a good feeling, man.
You know, that's an accomplishment, Frank. And you're failing to accomplish that. Dude, this channel has given you the advice, Frank. You can mock me. You could say what a fucking hater I am. You could spew shit all at me all you want. People are just going to laugh. It's going to be real ugly for you, son. And that's my closing argument. Have you got anything more to say, Mr. Nico?
Well, Popeye, I'm glad you had a great time, a great Father's Day weekend, and you did win that money, because it could have been somebody else that probably would never have even appreciated it. I want to say, Chris, Simulacron, Gypsy, Flying Circus, everybody that came in, John, guys, I'm not gonna scroll up the whole thing. Hope you all, Mike Luna, again, I remember some names, Mike Luna, and guys, Don
C was here.
Don C,
John S, Chris Cato.
Yep. Thank you all for coming in. Hope you all had a great Father's Day weekend. I talked to John S. John S is like, I had a beautiful time with the family. Nico, thank you. Guys, at the end of the day, I'm glad you're all outside of this. You're all having a good time with family, because at the end, really, honestly, at the end, that's what you really have. You know, regardless if you want to makeshift one, real, whatever you want to consider it, as long as you're spending quality time with somebody that loves you back, and you're putting in what you're getting, you know, what you get out is what you put in, and the growth that you get from it is a blessing. Next time, I'm going to hunt Popeye down and take half his fucking money. Guys, thank you all so much. And God bless you all, man. Thank you, Popeye, for having me on. And let's wait for the rebuttal in 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding.
This was the Popeye 1 live stream. Everybody have a good night or a good morning, whatever it is or wherever it is. Thank you for coming.
Brought to you by San Miguel Beer.